Not yet.
Oh, okay.
That's recording.
Black Panther. What about you? You like Wonder Woman? You like anybody like that? Any superheroes? No superheroes. Trolls, that's it. What about, so you don't like video games at all? Nothing. With riding bikes?
No.
You don't like to ride a bike? Skates? So you like Netflix? Yeah. What about your tablet? What you do on your tablet?
Play games and watch Netflix.
See, you play games. So what game do you play on your tablet?
Slime.
Slime? Should I download Slime and play Slime? Is it a good game?
Yes.
I'm like, you like Slime? Man, okay, let me ask you, what do you guys have in common? You don't like trolls. She like trolls. You like
eating.
There we go. Oh, okay. Now we getting somewhere. What's your guys' favorite food?
Candy. Candy.
Candy not a food.
Okay, what kind of candy? What's your favorite candy?
I don't know.
Just candy.
Burger candy.
Burger? Oh, the little gummy ones? Oh, come on, give me. I like the burger joints. I like the sharks too. Y'all like the gummy sharks?
Yeah.
The blue and white ones?
Yeah. You like the bears?
Gummy bears? Oh yeah. Well,
I like them too.
It's different kinds of gummy bears though. You got the Haribo. How you pronounce that? Haribo Gold, whatever that is. Haribo. Yeah. I don't know. Then you got
Haribo.
Yeah, them. Then you got the OG gummy bears that they used to sell on the ice cream truck. But gummy bears are wonderful. So, but what about food? Burgers, pizza, veggies. What you like?
Burgers.
You like burgers? What about you?
Burgers. I like spaghetti.
You like spaghetti? Ah.
Also burgers.
You know how to make spaghetti?
Noodles and sauce.
It is all about the sauce. It's all about the sauce. You can't have a good spaghetti without good sauce. So
Deuce just eats the noodles.
Just noodles? No sauce?
And you skip the sauce?
Yep. Ow.
My bad, Brownie.
Well,
we ready?
I appreciate you two for coming in and standing in for your father.
Deuce versus Brownie show.
Yeah, Deuce versus Brownie show. That was dope. All right.
Got my legitimate topics?
Yes. Here we go.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to chill. All right, y'all gonna chill? For sure.
Excuse me. All right.
What's going on? J Rock, Samar J, Cutting Pool.
All right.
Brownie bigger than me in my shot.
For real?
Hell yeah, and then Brownie like standing out. The Brownie show. This is Brownie's podcast debut.
I know, huh?
Man, Brownie ain't been on.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
The show starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Yung Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with the super producer, Ben Reddy.
Yes, sir.
And my kids, Deuce and Brownie.
What's up?
Say what's up, Deuce.
What's up?
Say what's up, Brownie. Say what's up into the microphone. Back up.
What's up?
Thank you. Shit, how was your week being ready?
It was wonderful, man. We kicked up the Seriously None Other podcast. It's back, you know what I'm saying?
Big congratulations in order.
Appreciate it. It was a lot going into that. You know, I had to reset ready, had to step in, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's good to be back. I was a little rusty, which is funny because I'm always here on the microphone on somebody's show. How'd I be rusty on my own?
Yeah.
But it's wonderful, man. Everything's been flowing. How about yourself?
It's been good, man. You know, uneventful, the normal. You know, kicking it with the family, working. You know, nothing too out of the ordinary. The weather was fucked up.
This weather, I think Mother Nature been on her. It's been that time of the month for Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Because it just been real uppity up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the coronavirus or the Modelo virus been running through shit.
Man, for real, nigga, the Hennessy virus, nigga, that motherfucker got the. I don't know, my nigga. That shit was on shuffle, my nigga. They hit the random button.
That's perfect. I was about to hit the ding, but it's on shuffle.
Yeah, for real. Hit the bomb on that shit.
Hey, you're right.
Nigga, that shit was on shuffle like a motherfucker. How was your week, Goose?
Good.
Good. You do anything?
Play video games.
All right, good job, Deuce. Brownie, how was your week?
Good.
You got to talk into the microphone.
Good.
It was good. What you do?
Sleep.
Sleep? Did you do anything else?
Watch Netflix.
Netflix? Did you dance?
Yes.
You went to dance? How was it?
Fun.
It was coffee? It was fun? For sure. Well, yeah, that was that. The fucking the week my children had. Just spoiled it. Good.
Just at Netflix, you watching Trolls this week.
Man, for real. Brownie be watching everything though. Like her YouTube taste, I'll be having to watch what Brownie watches on YouTube because she watches other people eat. Mukbangs.
Mukbang, yeah.
I don't get the draw, and she could never give me a straight answer on what the draw is. She says she just likes it.
And she like the food. Does she eat crab? I know a lot of mukbangs be crab.
Nigga, I don't know how. Well, no, not even that. I just caught that late. But shit, yeah.
Oh, shit.
She do eat that shit more than I like. Nowadays, I don't see how kids like that shit. Like, when the fuck did that become a thing that kids enjoy?
When they start making the joints that hot and juicy, that you know how they make it in that bag and all that, all them flavors.
Yeah, nigga, kids be fucking that shit up. Like, damn, nigga, Brownie be like, I want to go get some, you know, of those fucking sea spiders. Like a spider from the ocean and shit. But that's what she be wanting, some fucking crustaceans. Some 6-legged crustaceans.
Shrimp?
No, what's the thing that you eat a lot of?
What?
The animals that walk under the ocean.
The crabs?
That. She eats that.
That, and that's that.
That shit. But in the news, Gail, you know, she been getting much deserved backlash. You know, a lot of people been, you know, trying to justify what she did and what she said, and saying that it's disrespectful to call her a bitch and all of that. But we just meeting disrespect with disrespect. You do disrespectful shit, you get disrespect in return. Only thing that I feel was out of line as far as everything was when Snoop said, "We gonna come get you." That nigga stepped out of bounds on that one.
I think he was speaking metaphorically.
I think he meant cancel culture.
Right.
But
not as we're going to assault you.
Exactly. But on the platform that he has, and also coming from the background that he comes from, where in the hip-hop world, we always talk about doing things violently to people. That ain't it, Chief. Like, you know, he should have worded that a whole lot better. But as far as the B word, it was completely inbounds. That shit went right where the fuck it was supposed to go. Like, bitch, you acting like a funky dog head bitch. Niggas will call any woman a bitch for behaving in that manner. You speaking ill of a dead man. So yes, nigga, you finna get all the disrespect that we got to offer. Fuck you. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I damn near wish I'd have wore my black and yellow Laker hat, because everybody know that's my fuck Oprah hat. Like, but any motherfucking way. You know, I'm far removed from what I originally was trying to tie everything into, which was the Aaron Hernandez documentary. That was a very controversial, powerful, dynamic documentary. It was a lot of layers to that shit, and that gave me something that I wanted to discuss on this show. Which, even though the documentary, you know, nowadays everything moves so fast, the news moves so fast. You know, it's like the news cycle is moving a mile a minute. If you don't catch it within 5 days, it's like the shit is old now. So I'm not finna sit up here and try to tie everything into the Aaron Hernandez documentary because it's old news now. You know, things have happened, so it's kind of, you know, brushed under. But, you know, like, I just want to talk about today, and it kind of is relevant to what they talked about on the No Rules podcast this Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Like, vulnerability. You know, being real with yourself, being in touch with your own emotions, and being in touch with who you are as a person. Like, you know, I'm big on people being true to themselves. Like, you know, they say, you know, when you live your truth, nobody can use your truth against you. Mm. Like, remember the scene in 8 Mile when fucking Eminem was battling Papa Doc? Mm-hmm. And his boy fucking Cheddar Bob was like, oh, you know, what if he mentions homeboy fucking your girl or them jumping you or any of that shit? You know, he came out swinging on himself, basically. Like, let me put all this bullshit out here, so by the time your verse come, you can't hurt me with my own bullshit.
Strategic.
Exactly. And then right after he did that, he turned around and dug a hole for Papa Doc with his own truth. You know, and I just believe in, as a person, being real with yourself. So having somebody else be real with you can't hurt you. Because I just got done talking to my boy L.A. Deuce. Shout out to L.A. Deuce, who was on the podcast last week.
Salute.
You know, I talked about it on Twitter because he was talking about how niggas hate the truth. And I was like, man, everybody who live a lie hate the truth. Mm. You know, it's always, the truth only hurts you when you live in a lie. The truth can't hurt you when you live in your truth. You know, if you tell me something that I done already put out there on the public platform, it can't hurt me. Just like when Kevin Hart got in that little bullshit with homegirl in Vegas. You know, you can't blackmail me with information that is public. Mm-hmm. You know, because remember, they was like, oh, you know, if you don't give us this, we gonna put this tape out, and that's gonna damage, you know, your image. And he was like, all right, look, here go what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna tell everybody what's on the tape. So now how the fuck you gonna extort me? It's public knowledge now. You know, and I believe in that. Like, I salute Kevin Hart for that. As much as I done openly said, you know, multiple times, I'm not a Kevin Hart fan. But just because I'm not a fan of a person don't mean I can't respect that person, or I can't like something that person does, or give that person their due respect for what they do. Like, I got respect for Kevin Hart. Not a fan of the comedy, but as far as like how he handled that situation, nigga, standing ovation. That was some real nigga shit. Like, nigga, you gotta put the truth out there, so can't nobody fuck you up with the truth. You know, I tell motherfuckers that shit all the time. Like, nigga, I'm bigger on solidarity than popularity. Like, you know, a lot of motherfuckers be faking it because they know, like, nigga, if I put this image out there, people will like me. If I put this image out there, people will fuck with me. If I portray myself a certain way, you know, I'll have more fans, or I'll have more followers, or I'll have more supporters. And me, nigga, I've always said, like, nigga, I'd rather fail being real than succeed being fake. Like, it just ain't, that's not my shit. Because, you know, like, a lot of motherfuckers, like, a lot of people can't live with theyself because of the lie that they literally live in a lie. Like, they know that the reason they successful is because they fronted. Just like with the whole Aaron Hernandez situation with his homosexuality. You know, a lot of motherfuckers that's trying to live a double life, you know, that fucks with them to the point where they will lash out in a certain way. Like, you know, he was a down low homosexual, yet he was a gay basher. Like, you hate gay people, you act homophobic, even though you yourself are a homosexual. I believe a lot of homosexual or homophobic people are somewhat homosexual. Like, I tell niggas all the time, like, when I see niggas who be super anti-gay, like, fuck these gay niggas, a gay nigga say something to me, I'll sock him in the face. Like, damn, nigga, who touched your booty? Like, it must be something that happened to you that traumatized you to the point where you have angry feelings towards this group. Like, you know, any motherfucker who's been hurt by somebody has negative feelings toward those people. Just like I tell niggas about the niggas who shit on black women. Like, you must got a fucked up relationship with your mama or something, or you must have really had fucked up relationships with women. Like, that's not normal. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I don't subscribe to it's just like that. I just don't like them. Like, you know, like the fucking homophobes. Like, I just don't like gay people. I just wasn't raised like that. Like, nigga, I don't think none of us was raised to be gay. But that don't mean you gotta hate gay people. Like, nigga, 9 times out of 10, something happened to you to make you feel that way. You know, and just what I'm talking about today is, nigga, get in touch with that shit. Like, I had a conversation with a little young dude the other day when I was at work. He hit me up like on some asking for advice type shit. Like, you know, like I've been depressed for a minute. I've been overthinking a lot. Like, you know, he had a situation with a girl that he liked. Cause, you know, he said he like a loner type of dude. Like, you know, I'm an introvert. Yeah. I don't really fuck with a lot of people. I was talking to this girl online and we connected real tight, and the shit just fell apart real fast. And, you know, I'm down and out about that shit. And like I was telling nigga, like, you know, when it comes to situations where you feel depressed, the biggest thing you gotta do to fight depression, and I'm not a fucking psychologist, so I can't give you like a 100% great answer on it, but just me from the amount of knowledge that I have, you just gotta find the root of that problem and try to solve that. You know, this is why I'm so big on, you know, like how I said in the episode 2020 Vision, like asking yourself the important questions, like, where am I strong? Where am I weak? What am I secure about? What am I insecure about? You know, because a lot of motherfuckers, you know, like, nobody likes to admit that they insecure. But I believe that most people are insecure. Oh, yeah. Like, humans in general. Just like being emotional. Like, men are emotional. Men have emotions. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, niggas act like they don't never get sad. Niggas act like they don't never fucking cry, or they don't never get they fucking feelings hurt. Because once you know, like say you in a conversation with your wife or girlfriend, and she say something to you that genuinely hurts your feelings. Right. If you say, "Babe, that hurt my feelings," she gonna call you a bitch. You know, and that's not fucking healthy. Right. Like, that's not healthy for no man. For when you finally try to, you know, be vulnerable with a person and they turn around and shit on your vulnerability. Like, you know, like CJ had put a post up about when Kobe passed away. And she was like, you know, a lot of men are going through a lot of shit right now. Mm-hmm. Y'all should create a safe space for them to be able to grieve. And that's real shit. Yeah. You know, because as men, a lot of times we don't get the platform to be able to express our feelings, and that not be met with like, oh, you emotional. Damn, nigga, you sound like a little bitch right now. You know, and it's not bitch ass shit for a nigga to have emotions. Like, everybody has emotions, whether or not a motherfucker wants to admit that shit. What's up?
What time is it gonna be done?
In a minute. Silencio. Give me like 45 minutes, Playboy.
I had a conversation today, actually. I figured out, I think we was talking about knowing yourself, right? I just had today. I thought about it. I said I'm still suffering from shit that happened to me 30 years ago. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and mental health is very serious especially for us black people. We have it hard.
PTSD.
How many other races other than Latino that grow up in the city see their, you know, a close friend of theirs laying in the street with their brains hanging out. Yeah. You know, they don't see that. You know what I'm saying? So we see homies gone, whether family members beating, family members leaving. Like, And we never get help for any of that.
Yeah, like I'm a strong proponent in fucking therapy for black people.
Yeah, most definitely.
A lot of black people don't want to get therapy because they feel like if you got a therapist, you crazy.
Yep.
Like, you know, a lot of times when you tell a person, man, I think you should see a therapist. Nigga, I ain't crazy. Why the fuck would I talk to a therapist? I ain't crazy. Like, nigga, that don't make you fucking crazy. You know, like, just like when you raising boys. Like, remember growing up, nigga, you couldn't cry for shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, your whole fucking leg had to fall off for you to be able to cry and your parents not beat your ass. Or, quit crying, nigga, what you a little girl?
Quit crying if I give you something to cry for.
Exactly,
I'm
nigga.
already crying.
Exactly, like, nigga, I'm bleeding, my nigga. Like, I think I got a fucking concussion, my nigga. Like, motherfuckers would not let a little boy cry, my nigga. Like, you know, like I tell my wife all the time, like, as much as I don't want to see my son just fucking crying, like, I gotta let him get his fucking emotions out, because, you know, those suppressed emotions, I think, is what fucked what's his name up, Aaron Hernandez. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, the more you suppress, like, that shit is gonna come out, nigga, whether it comes out violently or in other ways of you being just a rebellious motherfucker. Them emotions is gonna come out.
Right.
You know, so I just believe in motherfuckers being able to, you know, exercise healthy mental habits and just expressing they shit the best way that they know how. You know, like, I believe in having outlets. Like, you know, like me, I like to play video games. Like, that's my outlet. Shit pissed me off. I'm going Grand Theft Auto, run up and down the street shooting motherfuckers in the video game. Like, it calms me. I like to listen to music, you know, calming music. Sometimes I like to listen to fucking violent music. Sometimes I listen to some music about killing motherfuckers, and that calms me. Like, you know, you gotta find what makes you comfortable. You know, I can't tell you how to deal with your shit, but the whole aim of this episode is you finding what your shit is. Like, you gotta find what makes you feel comfortable. You gotta find what evens you out and calms you down. You know, you gotta find that. You know, like, I know where I'm strong. I know where I'm weak. Right. You know, I believe in conversation. I believe in having those initial conversations going into any relationship, whether that be work, business, intimate relationships with the opposite sex, and even relationships with family members. Like, you know, it's a trip that motherfuckers always want to put up an image. Mm-hmm. You know, like I tell my mom all the time, like, nigga, what always helps me in relationships with people is I'm good at being 100 with myself. Right. Like, I know what I can handle and what I can't handle. Like, I would tell my wife, like, nigga, I know what I'm insecure about. I'm not afraid to admit that there's some shit that you gonna do that hurt my feelings. Right. There's some shit that you gonna do that I'm not secure with. Like, I'm not cool with you being around certain niggas. I'm not cool with you having conversation with certain niggas. You know, niggas be trying to play like they super pimp. Like, nah, man, I don't give a fuck. You know, she leave me. No, nigga. My wife leave me, I'm gonna be fucked up, nigga. I'm gonna be somewhere balled up, nigga.
Right. As you should for somebody that you love. Exactly,
my nigga. Like, niggas act like heartbreak is impossible. No, my nigga. If you really in love with a motherfucker, they have the potential of breaking your fucking heart, my nigga. Yep. As much as niggas don't like to admit that shit, yes, nigga, that's a fucking reality of life, my nigga.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it's like, nigga, I believe in telling motherfuckers that, like, nigga, you'll save yourself a lot of bullshit. You know, because I see it on Twitter a lot. Like, women be like, oh, yeah, nigga, if a nigga do this, I'll do this type shit. Like, you know, be careful with me because I cut niggas. Like, nigga, I wish bitches was really that honest in real life. Tell me you the type of motherfucker that's going to pop the tires on my car so I could just exit gracefully. Right. Maybe we shouldn't talk. You know, because like I always talk about with CJ on Cat versus Dog. Like, if you're too busy, I'm not the one for you. If I can't talk to you every day, I'm not the one for you. Right. That don't mean it's nothing wrong with you. That just means I'm not for you. Because I'm the type of person that likes to talk to a person every day. Yeah. Even if it's not at length, I still want to at least be like, hey, I was just thinking about you.
I'm with you, brother.
Nigga, enjoy your day.
Yeah. I mean, at least.
Exactly, nigga. If we can't talk every day, nigga, we shouldn't talk no day. I don't play that, I talked to you Thursday. Wasn't that enough? Like, bitches, that was 2 weeks ago.
Right.
How the fuck are we in a relationship if we not in contact?
It makes you think like, if you're insecure, it could put you in a place like, well, if it ain't me, it's somebody else.
Exactly.
You don't need that much me time.
Exactly. And that's what I be saying, my nigga. And, there's nothing wrong with being able to admit that.
Right.
To me, it takes a strong man to cry in front of a motherfucker.
Right.
Like, nigga, me? Because, shit, me, honestly, I only cry at funerals. And that don't make me no hard ass nigga. Like, like motherfuckers like, oh man. Because, like I see a nigga cry watching a movie. And just me, I was raised a certain way. So yeah, I clown a nigga.
Yeah.
But I don't really judge a nigga.
It depends on what you're crying for. Now, if you're watching a movie and something reminds you of a dead grandparent or, a dead parent, okay, I get it. But if you're watching
Bambi,
Fern Gully.
But see, like that's fucked up though. Honestly, like my nigga, if that's what triggers you, I get it. Cause let's just say Bambi.
Yeah.
And Bambi, his mama got killed.
Right.
Your mama passed, so that could be a trigger for you, my nigga. So it's like I'm not finna like really judge a nigga over what triggers his emotion, because everybody got different triggers, and I judge bitch a lot different than a lot of niggas do.
Right.
Like me, I don't think a bitch is a nigga who doesn't want to fight or a nigga who's non-confrontational. I think a bitch is a nigga who portrays being all that and is not.
Right.
Like, nigga, you put forth that energy like you with all the shit, and in reality, nigga, the energy that you put forth, when you get it back, you can't handle it. That's a bitch. Like, I don't think a bitch is a nigga who just don't want to fight. Because, like I tell motherfuckers, like I just got done telling one of my partners the other day on the phone, like, I love honest friends. The type of niggas who I fuck with are honest. I like real niggas.
Yeah.
Like, and I look at a real nigga and not as just some violent motherfucker who's willing to do violent things and shoot people and fight. I look at a real nigga as a nigga that'll tell me like, hey, bro, if we get into it with two niggas and it's me and you, I'ma run. And I'm like, cool. So now I know if me and you get into it,
we out.
We running.
Yeah, we out.
Like, yeah, nigga. Yeah. But don't tell me, yeah, nigga, if we in the club and we get into it, I don't give a fuck if there's 6 niggas. We fighting.
Hey, don't get me packed out.
Exactly, nigga. Then 6 niggas come up and you talking all that woo-woo shit, and then I swing and I hear footsteps, you gone, and I'm getting my ass beat.
Right.
That's a bitch. That's the type of nigga I can't fuck with. Nigga, tell me right now. Tell me if you not with the drama, cool. We not with the drama. Because like I tell motherfuckers, me personally, nigga, please.
And that's the thing. Like, a person could be like that and won't tell you because they feel like they won't be accepted by you.
Exactly.
Every person accept their friend for who they are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got a homie that lie all the time, I know this nigga lie all the time. And I know the nigga a flake and all that. You still my nigga though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. That's the value of being honest with yourself and honest with others, honest with who you actually are.
Right.
Being your 100% true self. Like, nigga, it's nothing wrong with saying I'm weak somewhere. I suck at Call of Duty. I don't play it a lot because I'm trash.
Right.
Niggas can't admit just being trash at some shit.
Oh, nigga, the controller was messed up.
Yeah, no, I suck. I just suck, nigga. Like, nigga, I'm just not good at this. And I tell my wife that shit a lot back. There's just some shit I'm not good at. That's what I feel my strength in being a person is. I know that there's some shit I'm not fucking good at.
A lot of people, I just thought a lot of people have a problem with being themselves because they feel like themselves is not enough. It won't be accepted.
Yeah, me personally, I don't give a shit.
Which is bullshit. Like,
exactly.
Everybody has something special with them. Like, I don't care what you do. Everybody have a special God-given talent or whatever the case, whatever you believe in, you have something special about you.
Exactly. And I tell niggas that shit all the time. Nigga, like, I don't give a fuck how weak I am at something. I'm stronger than your ass at something.
Something.
It's somewhere I'm fucking strong, and I play to my strengths and I work on my weaknesses.
Hello.
Like, nigga, that's like how I live my fucking life. Like, okay, I know I'm strong here, but where I'm weak at, I'm gonna work on that.
Right.
You know, and that's just something that, you know, you should come into any interaction with people with. Like, nigga, I know this is me. This is who I'm gonna be all the time. And again, nigga, like I always say on the show, nigga, I don't speak from the nigga who ain't never did nothing wrong. I've made mistakes. I've been wrong. I've done bullshit. I've done stupid shit.
Right.
Like, nigga, I used to be one of them lying ass niggas. Man, I used to lie to bitches. I used to lie for nothing, my nigga. I would literally just be lying to be lying because I thought it sounded cool. Like, nigga, and I remember, nigga, I was talking to this bitch about some lying ass bullshit about how I used to break in houses and all type of shit. Nigga, one of my homeboys, nigga, came and betrayed me, my nigga. You ain't never broken nobody's house.
In front of her?
In front of the bitch.
You broke the bro code.
Man,
you
nigga.
You don't do that in front of her. Come on, man.
But see, the thing is, nigga, that shit taught me a valuable lesson, my nigga.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been lying.
Yeah, nigga, if I wasn't lying, that'd have been like, nigga, because a lie can't hurt you like the truth can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lies hurt, nigga, but the truth kill. Like, nigga, that truth is a cold motherfucker when you a lying bastard. Like, if I was keeping it 100, nigga, I could have been like, nigga, fuck you, nigga, I got proof and everything, blah, blah, blah. But since I was lying, I just had to sit there looking stupid with my mouth hanging open. Like, nigga, I felt like shit. Like,
boo-boo the fool.
This nigga done bust me out. And you can't say nothing to him because all he doing is telling the fucking truth.
Right.
Like, nigga, I felt shitty as fuck. But, you know, like I be telling motherfuckers, man, like, nigga, it's a lot better to just tell niggas, man, I ain't never did none of that shit.
Yeah, you know, it's funny when people lie about something so small and minimal. Like, you don't have to lie about these type of things. You know, I knew somebody lied about being shot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why would you lie about that? A person to lie about you know, something small as I don't know shit. For no reason, you will lie.
Think about the niggas that lie about what city they from.
Because they feel like they city ain't acceptance.
Think about all the niggas who lie about being from a gang. Think about all the niggas who lie about a bitch they fuck. Think about all the niggas who lie about a bitch they didn't fuck. And the women who lie about niggas they didn't fuck.
Hey, I've been there.
A lot of women lie about their body count. A lot of niggas, and you know, like I tell motherfuckers all the time, like, nigga, I wish I could go back and be like, hell no, gangbang. Like, nigga, that I didn't realize was something to be commended.
Right.
Because, you know, like a lot of motherfuckers join gangs so they won't look like a bitch.
Right.
Yeah, my kids over here whispering to me, no, bro, there ain't no trash can. But yeah, nigga, it's like, man, motherfuckers they be on some other shit.
And it's food from the car.
No.
What?
But, like, motherfuckers be on some other shit. Because, like, when it comes to, say, like, niggas with gang banging.
Yep.
Like, you joined a gang because you thought that was going to make you look harder than you actually are. You thought that because I'm a member of this group, now I look like a tough guy. But the thing is, you know, like the guy Nipsey Hussle said, nigga, back when I first started rapping, it was all 60, 60, 60, crip, crip, crip. It was all gangster shit. And I was putting out that energy, and then my shows would get shot up. Niggas would be fighting in the parking lot. It'll always be drama because I put that energy out there. So when a nigga tries to join a gang to look tough and he not tough, nigga, now you've welcomed that energy that you wasn't even ready for. Nigga, a lot of times, nigga, these niggas be getting into this shit because they think that's gonna make them tougher, and that shit do not be the case, nigga. Now you getting beat up all up and down the street, niggas calling you a bitch, you getting DP'd and shit. because you not the nigga who you portrayed to be. Nigga, you should have never even let them niggas put you on. Nigga, you should have just kept that shit pushing. Like, man, I'm non-confrontational. That ain't even the type of fucking person I am. You know, like, you welcoming the bullshit because of a personal insecurity that you have. Like, you know, a lot of motherfuckers are not in touch with who they are as a person. Like, nigga, think about how many niggas will lie to a woman and tell them, hell no, I don't like comic books. Hell no, I don't like video games. Hell, that's some kid shit. Knowing damn well, nigga, you got a life-size Iron Man in your closet and shit. Like, nigga, it's a lot of niggas that's into shit, but they won't admit being into it because it's not cool.
Yo, I went through a bad case of that shit, like, when I was younger. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, 80s alternative music, right? So a nigga be in there, everybody. yo. As soon as the homies pull up, cut that
Put
shit
that
right
hip hop
off.
on, nigga. Hold on, nigga. Get this NWA.
The most gangsters of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, nigga, fuck this shit. Why am I doing this?
Yeah, nigga, I like Bon Jovi. Nigga, suck my dick, nigga.
Yeah, not them, but yeah.
You must whip it.
Yo, one time the homie pulled
and nigga
up.
be listening to Devo.
Hey, fuck it, nigga. Pandora played them niggas faithfully. One time the homie pulled up, nigga. I was playing Avril Lavigne, nigga.
Damn.
Niggas was like, yo, what's going on? I said, nigga, I like the music. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But it's acceptance, and that goes back to mental. That's all
nigga.
mental.
Yeah, because nigga like me, nigga, when Rockstar, what's that, Rock Band came out, I realized I like metal. I like that shit. I remember when Grand Theft Auto Vice City came out. I don't know who sang that song. And I ran so far away.
Flock of Seagulls.
I know you know, nigga. Since you in the 80s alternative and shit.
Yeah, I know them.
But nigga, that shit banging, nigga. Like, I like that song. Really because of the commercial. But like, nigga, me, I attach certain shit to certain shit. And I enjoy it. Like, I posted on shit, nigga, yesterday or the day before that I'm really into One Punch Man, the anime.
Yeah.
I'm not an anime person.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck, nigga. Like my cousin that posted niggas who into anime got the best pussy. I knew you was gonna enjoy that one.
That's hilarious, but fuck
yeah, that's a good one, nigga.
That's hilarious.
But nigga, at the same time, it's like, nigga, I'm not ashamed of nothing that I'm into. I'm not ashamed of nothing that I do.
Nope.
You know, like you be a lot stronger as a person when you not ashamed of shit because you in your truth. Like, nigga, I remember, like, I used to clown, like, ratchet bitches and shit when there ain't no shame in my game. And I'm like, bitch, you should have shame. But a lot of the times, the reason that people have shame is because it's something that they not secure about in the way that they get down. Mm-hmm. You know, like me, I could say it ain't no shame in my game. Not because I do ratchet shit, but because if I tell you I like anime, if I tell you I like comic books, or I tell you I like something that you would consider dorky, if you say that's dorky, nigga, that's dorky to you. Mm-hmm. But to me, that shit is dope, nigga.
Shit is the world, right?
Hell yeah, nigga. Like, nigga, if I'm in the video games and you not, nigga, sorry for you, nigga.
Right.
I like video games. Like, that's my shit. Yes, you know, like, you know, motherfuckers be too busy trying to shit on what you do because they not comfortable in what they do. Like, nigga, you projecting your insecurities on me. Mm-hmm. Like, cause I'm sure there's something you into that I'm not into, and I might think your shit is dorky. Like, nigga, I might think what you do is some nerd shit. Mm-hmm. Just like how you said you like 80s alternative. Like, nigga, I like Pat Benatar.
Oh, man.
She got some shit. You know, like, nigga, I like Metallica. Like, nigga, I like System of a Down. It's a lot of shit that I'm into that a lot of niggas classically wouldn't think that I would be into. Like, I'm real big on Mozart and Beethoven. Like, I like classical music, my nigga. Like, that Carmina Burana, Requiem for a Dream. It's a few classical songs that nigga, I'll be on the freeway on the way here banging classical music, my nigga. Like, that's my shit. And it's different, but I live my truth. So if I'm making a Snapchat video and I'm talking and you happen to hear some classical music behind it, yes, that was what I was listening to. Because that used to happen to me a lot. Nigga, what the fuck is you listening to?
Right.
Mozart, nigga. Like, that's my shit.
You ever seen the public reaction to it when you bumping that shit? I love doing that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck this nigga
Nigga,
doing?
I used to have fucking 2 L715s, nigga, in my fucking Yukon XL. 4 windows down, nigga. They looking like, is this a scary fucking movie or some shit?
You gotta be shitting.
I love that shit though. That's my shit, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it's that's my truth, my nigga. Like, I be telling motherfuckers, like, it's a lot of shit, like, nigga, my teeth fake. A lot of people take that shit as a joke, but like, I used to have fucked up teeth, nigga. I got all my teeth removed, nigga. All the teeth that you can see are fake. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of motherfuckers insecure about certain shit. I used to be insecure about my teeth. My teeth was fucked off, nigga. My teeth looked like crack rocks. Like, my shit was fucked.
Overcooked or just cooked?
Overcooked, nigga. Black on the corners and shit, nigga. My teeth was fucked up, nigga. Like, I remember, nigga, I went to the dentist to get my teeth looked at, and the dentist was like, oh, are you on methamphetamine?
Oh, shit.
Like, bitch, I'm black, nigga. We don't do meth, bitch. I don't even know how to partake in methamphetamine. I don't know if you snort it, sniff it.
They do it now. A lot of
shoot it in your ass or what? What do you do with meth?
Yo, that's disrespectful for that nigga to ask you that shit.
But nigga, I had meth head teeth.
That's nuts.
They look like nigga. If you saw my teeth, like, you know how meth head teeth be fucked up. That's how my shit was fucked up. It looked like I didn't know what a toothbrush was. Like, nigga, it looked like I brushed my teeth with like literally sugar water or some shit. My shit was fucked. But I was insecure about that at one point. Like, I wouldn't smile. Whenever I laughed, I would cover my mouth like But, you know, like, I just at one point was like, you know what, fuck it, my teeth was fucked up. That's life. It's who I am. Mm-hmm. You know, like, you get more confidence when you can embrace the things that are wrong with you.
Right.
You know, like, okay, nigga, this is my flaw. Now what? Because, like, back in the day, I remember, you know, niggas getting roast battles and shit. And it would be like, oh, nigga, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Once a nigga say teeth, it was like, oh, shit. You start shrinking, nigga. Like, oh, damn. This nigga didn't hit me with the death blow. Because, you know, nigga, if your teeth fucked up, it's 1,000 teeth jokes, nigga. Like, oh, nigga, it look like your ass, you look like a grenade blew up in your mouth.
So you never got used to it? Like, I had to get used to fat jokes?
Yeah.
I got used to fat jokes. Like, nigga, that shit ain't working. I'm about to kill you right now. I'm
exactly.
about to hit you with these jokes. You never got...
Oh, yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, and like I said, it wasn't until I got secure enough to be like, okay, this is my flaw, my nigga. Yeah. Like, there's nothing I could do about it except say, all right, it is what it is. Because I remember, nigga, whenever I would have a bad interaction with a woman, the first thing she gonna say is, nigga, your teeth fucked up. I'll be like, bitch, you was trying to talk to me when my teeth was fucked up. My teeth was fucked up when you said, what's up? Now they fucked up because I told you I'm cool? Really? You know, and again, you know, that comes with personal security. Like, when you secure in yourself, that little bullshit a motherfucker say about you, it can't affect you like that.
Right.
Deuce Brownie. Silencio. But yeah, nigga, it's like, man, it's a lot to this shit. You know, and it makes every interaction that you have with people much better when they know what you on and you know what they on. Because like when I have homeboys, I like to ask them sometimes, like, hey, nigga, what if 3 niggas ran in here and start swinging? Are we gonna fight or are we gonna run? Hypothetically, of course. Right. If you tell me, oh, we gonna squad, and then something like that happens, and you run, you marked out. I'ma need that fade with you, my nigga. Me and you gonna have to get cracking. Because you lied to me, my nigga. You a fraud. that's what happens to a lot of rappers, honestly. So whether it be, you know, a rapper who said he was from a certain city, and then somebody exposed him as being from 45 miles away.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know, a rapper who says, oh, I was a street nigga. And then somebody exposes him for being like, no, you not, nigga. You had a good job, nigga. Like, your parents, blah, blah, blah. You know, you always look stupid when a motherfucker could pull your skirt up on the truth or the lie that you've been living. Mm-hmm. You know, so I always believe in being like, man, look, I'm just going to be me. Whether you consider that to be a nerd, a square, or whatever. I always walk in my fucking truth, my nigga. Just like intentions. You know, like when females online, oh, I want a man like this and a man like this and a man like this and all this shit. Mm-hmm. I always believe in really, like, what do I really want in a woman? Like, you know, when I got with my wife, it was like, I think the reason I fell in love with my wife so fast is because she checked off so many boxes off the fucking cuff.
Right.
Like, I remember I used to think I wanted like a ride or die gangster bitch. Cause, you know, that's what everybody want in songs and, you know, just in the street nigga culture, man. I need me a bitch that's gonna hide the pistol for me. I need the type of bitch that, you know, is gonna fight for me and get into it for me and do all this type of shit. And it was like when I met my wife, she was the exact opposite. It wasn't nothing street about her, my nigga. Like, gun? Ew, no. What? Hell no. Like, nigga, it was just like, damn, this is what I really want. I want a motherfucker that's the opposite of the bullshit that I'm on. Because I knew I was on some bullshit. You know, like a lot of the shit that I was doing, I knew it wasn't right. But when you young, it's like, nigga, you do what you think is fucking cool. So I was just doing what I thought was the cool shit. Even though realistically I knew it was illogical and it was, you know, self-destructive. But I knew that with her, she was that thing that I needed to get me out of that bullshit. Like, in order to fuck with her, I know I gotta shed this bullshit or she's not gonna be with this shit. Like, huh?
And that's why it's a blessing. Like, that may have been your only way out. People come into our lives for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. If you keep them there, if you see something that's different about them and somebody else, you gotta keep them.
Yeah.
And she probably healed you from all that shit. Cause on the mental level, it's like, man, if this is what I want, yo, this that other shit is for the birds.
Hell yeah, nigga. Cause it was like, nigga, you know, I tell motherfuckers all the time, man, sometimes what you need is a smack to the back of your head or kicking the ass. You know, some people need a pat on the back. Some people need to get smacked in the back of their motherfucking head. You know, sometimes people come into your life to be that pat on the back or that smack to the back of the head. That's why, like, I tell motherfuckers, I don't regret none of my exes. Mm-hmm. You know, like, she taught me something. Whatever the fuck that might have been, whether it was what I didn't want, what I should have did, you know, because sometimes you got exes that'll show you, like, I should have treated her better. Now she with another motherfucker and I wish I still had her. Like, sometimes you the fucking problem. Mm-hmm. And that's, again, you know, like, with being honest with yourself. A lot of us don't like to admit when we the problem. It's rare you hear a motherfucker tell you, oh man, what happened with you and old girl? And the nigga say, I fucked that up. Oh man, this stupid ass bitch, man, all she did was nag me and she went through my phone. Well, if it wasn't nothing in the phone to find, then it'd have been all good, right? Well, see, that's beside the point. The bitch shouldn't even have been in my phone. So you don't think you at fault in no way. Like, a lot of niggas don't like to take responsibility for their own bullshit. And vice versa. People in general. Because like I always tell CJ on Cat vs. Dog when we sit there arguing 3 p.m. on Sundays. Like, both parties do all this shit. They might do it a little different, but people is people. Everybody got some shit where they full of shit. A lot of motherfuckers don't like to admit where they full of shit. And again, you know, what I'm aiming towards when I'm talking into this microphone right now is being honest with yourself and really asking yourself, like, am I full of shit? You know, because like when me and my wife have disagreements and shit like that, we have what we call a cold war. I don't like to talk when I'm in a fucked up mood because I know I'm the type of person that says the worst shit I could think of when I'm pissed off. So when me and my wife first got together, we would get into it and she would want to argue. And I would tell her, I don't like to argue, babe, because I know I'm going to say something I'm going to regret. And I would just rather not. So let me shut the fuck up and go over here to my side of the room or my side of the house or my little area and just be silent until I could come back here and communicate to you like a mature adult. But right now, while I'm in this fucked up mood, all I got to say to you is some bullshit, and I'd much rather not. Because I'm not going to be able to unring that bell. You know, like I tell motherfuckers all the time, like, words are powerful. Like, something that you said in a moment of anger, you won't be able to take that back when it's time for you to come back and apologize and say, oh, I was just mad. No, nigga, you was just being honest. The anger was just what allowed you to say that honest bullshit to my face. You know, or nigga, oh, I was drunk. Nigga, the liquor is what let you say that bullshit to me. You probably been feeling like that the whole time, whether or not that's the truth. But when you speaking out of anger, the person who you speaking to don't give a shit. Like I said, nigga, you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube. Once you put that shit out in that atmosphere, you know, once you tell your girl, see, I wish I'd have chose the other bitch. You know, oh, see, you know, my mom was right about you. You are stupid as fuck. Even though you might not have felt like that. Even though your mom might not have said that. In her eyes, that's what you really mean. You just been keeping it on the under because we've been getting along. But now that we beefing, now you can be 100. Deuce and Brownie. Hey, be quiet. Deuce, be quiet. It's both of y'all. Boy, nigga got a parent when the fucking kids is here, dog. You know, fucking live podcasting, G. This is what it is. Featuring Deuce and Brownie and shit. But yeah, though, nigga, like, you know, in communication, nigga, this is something that's key. Like, this is something that, again, like, when it comes to my relationship with my wife that I'm using as an example. When we got together, that was something that I laid out early. Like, if we real pissed off at each other, let's not go there while we pissed off at each other. Because, like, you know, as a Christian, they got this thing where you're not supposed to go to sleep mad at each other because, you know, whatever, you're going to overthink and all this shit. But me, I'd much rather go to sleep mad than say something before I go to sleep that's going to make us not even want to wake up next to each other. Like, you know, I get it. I don't like to go to sleep mad neither, but, you know, sometimes I might want to sleep on it. I might want to really think that shit out. Like, nigga, let me sleep this anger off. Because sometimes, like me personally, I get pissed the fuck off. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm a Scorpio. I don't know what the fuck it is. I just got a fucking anger problem, really.
But if you fly off the handle and say some shit, that mean do that mean you really felt like that? Like, deep down you felt like that, and that's why you say it?
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like it goes both ways. Because, like, me personally, there's, just like how they say there's a lot of truth said in jest, I feel like there's a lot of truth said in anger. Just like sometimes there's a lot of lies said in anger. Sometimes people say shit just because they know it'll hurt you, whether or not it be true. But out of anger, a lot of times the first thing we could think of to do is hurt a person. Like, that's our intention in anger. So I might be saying something that ain't fucking true. Like, I might say, oh, nigga, that's why you know, like Tupac, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Whether or not he fucked Faith Evans is irrelevant. But just because there's a rumor, let me go ahead and use this rumor to hurt you. Because I'm angry. You know, so it could go both ways. And again, your anger put it to where now I have a decision to make on whether or not you was telling the truth. Because as much as you could have been lying, you also could have been telling the truth. But since you spoke out of that anger, now it's up to the other person's discretion. So now your apology is getting put up to their discretion, as opposed to you being able to control what the fuck happened by calming the fuck down before you came back into that interaction. Because if you come back and interact when your mind is working correctly, instead of saying, you stupid ass bitch, you dumb as fuck, you could say, I didn't like what you did. That hurt my feelings. I really wasn't feeling that. I really hope you wouldn't do that again. I see where I was wrong, but what you did really fucked with me, and I didn't really like that shit. And y'all can have an adult conversation. Y'all can have a mature conversation. Y'all can have an intelligent conversation. But when you talking out of anger, bitch this, nigga that, fuck you this, you ain't shit that, fuck you, you stupid too, I don't like your mama, I hate your cooking, your dick little. Like, that's what comes out when you pissed off. You not having a conversation. You not exchanging ideas. You exchanging insults. That's the difference between a debate and an argument. You know, like, I believe in intelligent debates. I don't believe in name calling. Like I be telling motherfuckers online, nigga, when you arguing online and the nigga start telling you how you misspell some shit, he losing. Nigga, if we arguing, once you start calling me bitch and stupid, that mean I'm winning. Because now you can't react with information and ideas. Now you reacting with anger because your ass is losing. You know, so like, again, I believe in being honest with myself and knowing my strengths and my weaknesses. If me and you is arguing sports and I realize that you have done a lot more research than I have, I can approach the conversation knowing that I'm going into this interaction with a nigga who's well versed in this area of intelligence. Like, so I'm not finna go into this shit where you gonna piss me off because you know more than me. It's just like I tell my cousin all the time. Like, I know I suck at Call of Duty. That's why I don't throw the joystick. But when I was playing 2K and I thought I was a fucking beast, oh nigga, I don't accept losing. Like, it's always worse to lose when you thought you was gonna win. Like, nigga, when I played you, I was pissed. This nigga beat me with the Dallas Mavericks.
You know?
They was trash when this nigga beat me too.
And that probably on Xbox too. Was it Xbox? I think I was Xbox.
Yeah, hell yeah it was. Cause that's all me and Jason had, nigga. Yeah. Who the fuck was on Dallas at that time? Fucking Dirk and Michael Finley?
Dirk, Finley, Nahara.
Eduardo Nahara was starting on that team, my nigga. That's how trash they was. And this nigga beat me. And mind you, I was coming off like a 20-30 game winning streak. I had been whooping everybody's ass. And this nigga beat the shit out of me. But it's because, you know, again, nigga, in my own personal mind, I felt like I was like the god of 2K. Right. Like, nigga, but, you know, just humility. Once you take a loss and you realize that can happen, you know, that's a level of strength. You know, like I be telling motherfuckers, like a old pimp told me back in the day, the best thing that can happen to a pimp is losing his first hoe. Because now you know you can handle that. Now you know you can take it. You know, and that's a level of humility that, again, how I said, vulnerability is power, so is actual humility. Not fake humility. You know, some niggas fake humble. Some niggas, they cocky, but they be like, oh man, you know, this ain't nothing, man. You know, I'm just trying to live like you. That's that fake humility, nigga. Like, I'm not talking about that. Like, the humility that I have, honestly, as a person is, like, when it comes to money. I know I'm doing well financially right now. But like I tell my homeboys, the reason I don't get too ahead of myself when it comes to money is because I know that if I got fired from my job, I won't be balling no more. Like if I make a mistake, if I take a right turn too tight and run a motherfucker over, I could lose all this shit. And I tell niggas that shit in a lot of areas, my niggas. Like, one fucked up mistake and you could be broke like all these niggas you talking shit about. I never get into those type of situations where I'm shitting on niggas. Oh, broke ass nigga. Oh, these niggas ain't got nothing. Even though I talk about broke niggas, cause last week's show I was like, man, I don't get into it with broke ass niggas. But at the same time, it's like, nigga, I understand that if the wrong thing happens to me, my nigga, I'll be between monies. But the difference is, I know that I'm the type of nigga that's gonna bounce back from that. And that's my confidence. You know, like, I'm secure in my ability to get it back. But at the same time, my confidence ain't in the amount of money I have, because I know that shit could fluctuate. Any given Sunday, that shit could be gone. The confidence is that I could get it back. But the humility is knowing that it could be gone. You know, so I keep that in mind all the time. Like, that's the internal conversations that I have with myself to make me stronger. Like, I feel like that's how I keep my mental health strong. You know, because a lot of mental health problems a lot of times come from undiagnosed situations. Like, it's shit that you ain't dealt with. Like how you said, it's shit that happened to you as a youngster that still fuck you up to this day.
30 years ago, maybe 31 years ago. You know what I mean? And that shit crazy. You never got addressed, and you still suffer from the shit.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like I be telling motherfuckers, like, it's shit that I ain't gonna say an easy fix, but if you would just admit that it fucked you up, it'll help you out a lot. Like, damn, you know what? I really don't like lesbians because a lesbian took my girl. Like, I really don't like gay people because a nigga touched my butt when I was 5. Like, it's a lot of shit. Like, nigga, I used to didn't like a lot of motherfuckers because somebody that looked like this motherfucker did something to me as a young motherfucker. Like, nigga, when I was younger, like, some nigga used to bully me. Nigga, some tall nigga with big ears. I couldn't stand niggas with big ears. And I couldn't figure it out. Like, you know how, like, it's certain niggas you meet and you just don't like them off the rip. Like, once you see him, you just like, I don't know what it is about this nigga, but I don't like him. A lot of times, it's something that happened to you as a young motherfucker, and you just like, I couldn't fucking get along with my auntie when I was younger, because she used to clown me when I was real little. I hated my auntie Deborah when I was little, because when I was real little, she was like the first motherfucker to clown me about being light skinned, and she was lighter than me. She was the one gave me the name White Fang. She the one used to call me Ghost Baby and all this shit. And I couldn't stand her motherfucking ass. And it was like, nigga, I was insecure about being light-skinned because of that. For a smooth minute. Like, to this day, like, I be like, yeah, I'm light-skinned, but I act dark-skinned. I'm dark-skinned on the inside. Like, that's something that was traumatic as a young motherfucker. But again, like I say, the reason that shit don't really fuck with me is because I always could be self-deprecating. Like, I could always take a joke. I always have a sense of humor about shit because I understand, okay, that's childhood trauma. I'm no longer a child. That doesn't affect me. So I can move on from that. Like the advice that I gave Lil Partner when we was talking on Instagram, my nigga, like, you gotta find the root of what is making you feel this way, and you gotta address that shit. Sometimes it's not a problem that can be easily solved. Sometimes it's some shit that it's gonna take you a few conversations with people. You know, but again, like I tell motherfuckers about therapy, you might want to see a professional, my nigga. Or if you don't have the money to talk to a professional, you need to have that one friend who just allows you to dump it all out. No judgment, just nigga, let me just, you know, let me just pour this shit out on you real quick, dog. I don't need the jokes and all that shit. Just let me get that shit off my chest. You know, some motherfuckers, if you don't have that friend, nigga, like I tell niggas, man, just write that shit down and ball it up. Or type it into a notebook on your phone and delete the shit. But it's a lot of shit that you got to get off your chest that is fucking with you, my nigga. But, you know, that's just something that I just want to put on motherfuckers' minds to really think about. You know, like, nigga, when you got some trauma that's fucking with you, man, you know, address that shit. You know, find the root of it and get in touch with that shit, my nigga. Know who you are as a person. Know your strengths. Know your weaknesses. Play to your strengths. Work on your weaknesses. You know, be clear on your intentions with people. Be clear on your requirements of people. You know, always be honest with yourself. Always be honest about who you actually are. It ain't nothing wrong with being who you are. It ain't nothing wrong with liking who you like or loving who you love or being into what you into, nigga. Because, you know, like I always tell motherfuckers, I don't have a problem with gay people, but I can't stand down low gay niggas. Like, nigga.
Yeah, believe your truth, nigga. Let me know. Don't let me find out, you know, through the grapevine, nigga.
Exactly, my nigga, because it's 2020, my nigga. It ain't nothing fucking wrong with being gay. If you gay, fucking be gay, my nigga. Like, okay. I got homeboys that's gay, nigga. Straight gay. Out gay. And them is my homeboys, nigga. And like I tell motherfuckers, I'm not ashamed to have gay homeboys, motherfucker, because I'm not gay, nigga. Ain't like the nigga gonna fuck me, my nigga. That's just my partner, shit. I'm cool with that nigga just like I'm cool with everybody else, my nigga. Like, if you feel like having a gay friend mean you fucking them, maybe you'd be fucking a gay friend if you had one. I tell people that shit all the time, my nigga. You judging me from the scope of your own understanding. So if your understanding is I can't be around gay people without fucking them, maybe that's something you need to address. Just like with that Michael Jackson shit, nigga. If you feel like Michael Jackson can't be in the bed with a kid without fucking him, maybe you a kid fucker. You know. And I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Yung Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast. Sitting here with the super producer, Ben Ready.
Yes, sir.
If you would like to support us financially, it is patreon.com/Townhouse Media. Town E House Media. Support all the Townhouse Media podcasts. Our flagship show is back. Seriously not another motherfucking podcast with Ben Ready and A to the motherfucking C. They are back Friday the 13th, 9 p.m. They finna be back doing they shit.
Yeah. Back.
Hell yeah. Support the newest motherfucking Townhouse Media podcast. Talk Flirty podcast. Talk Flirty Tuesdays at 6. She be dropping them. Nikki F. West, shout out to her. Shout out to the No Rules podcast. No Rules with a Z. Mark and Will, Wednesday evenings, 5 p.m. Hump days will never be the same.
Yo.
Motherfucking in Townhouse Media Sundays, Cat vs. Dog podcast, 3 p.m. on Sunday. Sometimes we be late. Me and CJ arguing like a motherfucker, you know, relationship shit. And of course, Too Much Game, live at 5 p.m. Pacific. Sitting here dropping this game on you motherfuckers. You know, every show my kids ain't gonna be sitting in the back fucking playing Street Fighter, arguing and shit. You know, every now and then Pops gotta do his shit and have the kids with him, my nigga. You know, it's bring your kids to work day, motherfucker. But you know, I think that's it, man. You know, y'all know how I go. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too Much Game.